I don't really feel like talking. We're going to replace the screen on a laptop. It's a Pavilion DV6-7010US. We have a cracked screen and we're going to replace it. Remove the battery, flip it over. There's a release. Move that over and just lift and rock the battery out. So, after that. Now, first thing we need to do is remove the bezel, which is the outside plastic piece around the screen today. So I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. I am going to try to pry that open. There's one of the screws right here. There are two screws. There's one. And there's the other. I'm going to use a small Phillips head screwdriver and take out 1, 2, 3, 4 screws along the bottom. I'm now going to remove the bezel. To do that, take my fingers, my fingernails kind of underneath from the inside part of the screen and kind of dig in and lift up a little, and you can hear it kind of pop off. And I will work my way around the separate the back. I believe I got it. Now, the bezel is loose. Now that we have the bezel removed, to remove the screen, there are 4 screws. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. So I want to take my small Phillips head screwdriver and remove these 4 screws. Okay, now that the 4 screws are removed, I want to gently tilt the screen forward. There is a cable for the camera at the top. It is stuck in the corner. I will gently pull that off. So that is loose. And then I can lay the screen down flat. There's also the cable is also held down here in the corner, so I want to gently peel that off so it's loose. And then the screen is plugged in one spot, and there is a piece of tape covering that. I'll just use my X-Acto knife to get that started. We need to peel that tape back. When we get this tape peeled off, there is a part of the connector as a bar, a light bar that goes all the way across. To unplug this, I would like to just take both hands on either side of the bar and just pull straight back, and it kind of pops off. Okay, now that we have the cable unplugged, the video cable's not stuck to the back, we can take our old screen and set it to the side. The new replacement screen now, here's the plug end on the bottom. There is a protective cover taped, and we will remove that here shortly. But first, we will plug back in. I'm just going to hand either side of it. We'll get it lined up just right. It'll snap right back in place. And lay that tape back down on the bottom. The video cable still has a little bit of adhesive left on it. I'll stick it in place. Okay, there's a notch that will line up on the other side is where the screw goes, at the bottom. And on the top, you can see the spot where that's lined up. And I'm just going to kind of temporarily. There are 4 screws, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And 4. We have the replacement screen in place. We have to put the bezel back on. And now we're going to need to remove this protective cover with these 4 pieces of tape. Set that to the side. Hinge covers in place first. Now work my way around the screen. A couple of places where it needs to get in. Okay. Okay, now we need to put the 4 screws back in place that hold the bezel. Place. Smooth this back in place. Smooth this side down so it's back in place. We're now ready to put the battery back in, turn it on, and see if it works. And there are some hooks on this side. I'll hook it at place, rock it forward, snaps in place. Voila, the screen works.